Whales are buying Ondo like crazy at the moment, while retail investors are selling their portfolios. What do whales know what retail doesn't? In my opinion, it is very simple and very clear. Everything is set. In today's video, I will tell you the exact plan how we can benefit the most during the next weeks. An explosion for Ondo is coming very soon. So this is why we gotta prepare right now. So please do yourself a favor and don't miss out on that video. When we're looking at the price action of Ondo, we are, in my opinion, still very undervalued. Ondo, in my opinion, is still cheap. There is some rumors around that the price of Ondo is kept down so whales can accumulate. And what we're seeing at the moment is that whales like Arthur Hayes are accumulating Ondo like crazy. But what do those whales know? Why are those whales buying so much? Because whales are looking at the on-chain metrics. Behind the scenes, there is already billions flowing into Ondo. And am I allowed to remind you that soon every traditional asset of the whole financial industry will be tokenized? That means BlackRock on its own is 3 times the size of the whole crypto market. So you can imagine what this means for crypto. Not millions or billions will flow into crypto, trillions are coming. So prepare yourself accordingly. And I have already told you the only thing we are waiting for is the approval by the SEC. But Ondo on its own is doing everything they can to get the approval as soon as possible. But they don't want to rely on that. Ondo made sure they will get the approval because they simply bought Oasis Pro, which already got the approvals. So what does that mean exactly for Ondo? By acquiring Oasis Pro, Ondo got themselves a broker's dealer's license, which means they are now officially allowed to sell, trade and distribute securities in the US. Also, they get a license for alternative trading systems. This means they can now operate compliant secondary markets for tokenized securities like Ondo Global Markets. So this means that soon Ondo Global Markets will be available in the United States. So this is the only thing that's holding us back before we will see a huge price explosion. The price explosion is coming. So I tell you again, please prepare accordingly. And they got themselves as well a license to be a transfer agent. So Ondo can manage shareholder records for tokenized assets directly. So basically they got every license they need, but still we need the official go of the SEC. But this go will come very soon. And behind the scenes, Ondo is already tokenizing every one of those big stocks. If it's BlackRock, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, Shopify, all of those big players are already tokenized. You can already trade them on global markets if you're outside the US, but soon US will follow. What you can do is trade them also decentralized. For example, on LlamaSwap. You just go onto the Ethereum chain, which is the first chain they launched their tokenized assets on. And you can say, for example, you want to trade your USDC, for example, to Ondo tokenized stocks. And you see here, you can buy, for example, Nvidia stocks, completely decentralized. So you can get your hands on your first tokenized stocks. And also for the whole Ethereum ecosystem, this is a big accomplishment. This is why Ethereum highlighted Ondo as their #1 priority. They launched Ondo Global Markets on Ethereum, which is, as I have already told you, a huge success for the whole Ethereum ecosystem. This is, in my opinion, also why the whole Wall Street is betting this big on the Ethereum ecosystem. The Ethereum ecosystem is the whole financial layer of the blockchain of the Wall Street, and also Ethereum will benefit big time of the whole real-world asset meta. At CBOS, Ondo was also very prominent. They shared the stage with MasterCard. So I definitely don't know why people are still sleeping on Ondo, but it's good for us. We can buy the dip. Ondo is still cheap, but it won't stay that cheap for much longer. Because when we look at the current valuation of tokenized stocks, it is 1.3 billion. Ondo global markets valuation is only 300 mil. Ondo global markets is only 1 month old and it already has nearly 20% of the whole market share of tokenized stocks. I mean, you can very clearly see in which direction we are heading with Ondo. We are in a clear accumulation zone and soon the price will explode completely. In my opinion, it is only a matter of days. Imagine if we're getting the approval from the SEC, everything will skyrocket. As I am telling you all the time, I would always recommend to be invested into 1 or 2 real-world assets plays. My second best real-world asset play is Plume. It is not a surprise that Ondo is collaborating with Plume. Ondo is onboarding the Wall Street and Plume is onboarding the retail user. And also Plume got their license to be a transfer agent by the SEC. So we can clearly see in which direction the SEC is already heading. As the SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce has already said, tokenization cannot reach its full potential without legal clarity. So when we are getting the legal clarity, trillions will flow into crypto and the real-world asset sector. And the SEC is already open discussing plans to sign off on a tokenization deal. So we will get the approval very soon. You just have to stick with it. And don't forget, soon we will write history together, because this changes the whole financial industry forever. Soon every stock will be tradable 24/7 over the whole world. We won't need any intermediaries, broker, clearinghouses, transfer agents. All will be accessible over the blockchain. It will be so smooth, so seamless that the whole market will reach new levels. So I mean, I can't understand how you cannot be bullish on the whole real-world asset matter. In my opinion, it's only a matter of days when the SEC gets back to work until we get our big approval. And then Ondo, Plume and a lot of other real-world asset projects will benefit big time. So this is why you should prepare now. Those tokens, as you see, are still cheap. Those tokens are in their first period. They are in their first cycle. I mean, it does not get any better than this. If you don't see the setup, I can't help you. I can provide you with any information there is out there. I can answer you to every question. Just let me know down if you have any questions. I'm always very happy to help. So please don't miss out on that chance. This could change your whole financial situation forever. If you want to retire your family, you have to act now. I hope I was able to give you some interesting insights in today's video. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. I'm always very happy to help. If you liked the video, please smash the follow button, smash the like button and share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching, guys. See you soon.